Yay. Oh, yay. It's your turn. Turn. Sorry. It's been a while, y'all. Um, I was thinking about releasing what I already recorded, and then I just watched the interview with Act. Well, not just watched it, but I watched it and I saw his point of view. So I said, let me withhold that one. I went in a little bit too aggressive. It's entertaining, and y'all would love it, which I'm kind of considering if we get past this 500 subscriber mark and start a membership. I think the membership comes after maybe 1,000. I'm not 100% sure, but whatever. Um, Yay. I'm totally understanding to the fact that you want to have access to your children at all times. I totally agree with you with that. But you signed up for this. And you being a genius, I would think that you're intelligent enough to choose the appropriate partner. So if this day ever came of y'all separating, you wouldn't have these issues of seeing your children. But you chose. So the genius talk is null and void to me. I think you're retarded. Well, slow. Sorry for the R word. I think you're slow. Everything supports that you being slow. But it's not about insulting you, it's just observation. Temper tantrums at the age that you're at. Still, you're processing thoughts like a child. You saying all these hurtful things because you're hurt. Childlike behavior. Yay. Yay. I don't know why you have so much pent up energy inside of you. And all I can go to is when it started. It started from observation when Kanye died. What I mean by that is Kanye died when his mother died. The music died. That's when the shift happened. There was a particular sound that Kanye had, and that shifted to the 808s and Heartbreak. The first album that I didn't like from him consistently. It's all right. It's not a bad album. He can't make a bad album, but it's just all right. I know people deem that album as, oh my God, he shifted the game and all that stuff. He didn't really shift the game. Yeah, he been taking and sampling everybody's style for the longest, including myself, but we're not even going to go there as of yet. Once my popularity builds, I'll revisit this story because I want him to see it. But when he died, when his mother passed, his music died and the dissension happened. He descended. That's when the carelessness of saying what he said about Taylor Swift and Beyonce and so forth and so on and blah, blah, blah. But this is a whole nother level, and I'm respecting you by calling you Ye. This is a whole nother level. Now you're talking about sucking your male cousin's penis because your mother left her gay magazines in the top shelf. I'm just assuming. I know you're the older cousin. I know it was your idea. I know it was you. Now, don't get me wrong, Ye. There's nothing wrong with your sexuality if you're gay. You know, nothing's wrong with that. There's something wrong with the incest part. I mean, come on now, Ye. That's family. What are you doing acting out the scenes? You had the option. Well, you in your head you didn't. But I remember when I was younger and there was a Prince album that every time I passed it, my whole body would skeeve. It would get alerted and I'd be like, oh shit, I'm not supposed to see that. Ew. Why is he naked? As a child. That's how I responded to the Prince album that I saw. It was very uncomfortable to look at. Not saying that, gay men shouldn't be gay, nothing like that. I have to let this disclaimer be known because a lot of y'all are very sensitive and looking for me to say something. But I'm just telling you the truth. I didn't get the idea of lifting up his thing and start wanting to be like him, even though I love Prince. And I do want to be like him. He's one of my heroes. And you got a little weird shit with him too, but we'll come back to that. But yay, if you had the idea, because I think your cousin's completely innocent, because I think he's the younger cousin and he's just being influenced by you, and you introduced him to a pleasure that may have never felt before, and now he's chasing that pleasure. But it was your idea. And you're not telling that part. And you was older. You was more aware he was 6. I think you might have been 8 or 9. And you said you continued this until you was 14. So let's tally it up. 14, if I say 8 or 9, 11 or 12, right? But yay, that just means you like what you saw and you wanted to try it. As a straight man, that is something that we'll look at and be like, ew, I'm never going there again. You went through it. And there's nothing wrong with that if that's your sexuality. But you went through it, yay. And you like what you saw. And you acted out what you saw. Of course, kids, they're finding themselves and blah, blah, blah. But there's certain kids that will look at that and be like, oh my God, this is hideous. Oh my God, what the fuck? I'm scared. And now they got these. Listen. But you did it. Yay. You're not bipolar. You're bisexual. Nothing's wrong with that. And that's the problem. You don't accept yourself. That's why you're miserable, yay. Because you don't accept the fact that you got the bi part right, but you have the end part of polar, and you have to switch that to sexual. You're a bisexual. It's okay. Accept yourself. Stop running from you. You like both. And you treat women like you hate them because you like both. Live in your truth. It frees you, man. I promise you. You'll be free. And you'll get a lot of support. You want some support? You see how the LGBTQ get down. You part of the bees. Nigga, get your support, man. Tell the people, hey, listen, I'm bisexual now. And watch how many gays support you against Kim, since you want to make the mother of your child the enemy so bad. You know what, Yay? I think you're jealous. I think you wanted Pete Davidson's penis, and you are scared to just say it. Say it, Yay. You want Pete Davidson. You want Aubrey Graham. This is the truth. You want Kendrick Lamar. This is the truth. This is what I think. Well, I'm being honest. I'm being stating my opinion. This is not the truth. I don't know this to be true. This is just humor a little bit. But I'm gonna share a little story. You ever met a guy who didn't come out, who's still ashamed? This is my generation, because the younger people, they're fluid. They're out. They're doing whatever the fuck they want. They're free. But my generation and above, and a little bit below, you ever met someone who was ashamed and they were overly extra with their hate for homosexuality? Usually, I go to immediately, you're gay, like immediately, because it's like, well, why do you hate? Why is that always on your mind? Why, at your free will, you're thinking about it? It's because, like my foot fetish, it's going to be on your mind because deprivation. And imagine the deprivation leads to desperation, leads to aggravation. I'm doing the Drake shun shit. Speaking of that, that's my next video. Um, and they lash out. This looks a lot similar to how I remember the nigga who was in the closet acting. This looks a lot similar to that. Everything is everybody else's fault and not mine. There's no accountability because his truth is too scary for himself. The nigga wants to die. He's thinking about dying. It's just the same thing. Suicidal thoughts and all that stuff. Don't care about your kids being affected. Don't care about nothing except you. Nigga, you're running. And this is the first time that you told your truth, because you was running from your truth for the longest. I'm telling you the answers. Accept yourself. I'm not bipolar. This is Kanye speaking. Or excuse me, this is Ye speaking. You're not bipolar. You're bisexual. Nothing's wrong with it. It's okay, man. Be bisexual, man. Enjoy the rest of your life. Put the flower in your head, man, and jump around and swirl. Do the shit. Enjoy it. Enjoy your life. I bet you have a better relationship with Kim if you just say, you know what, Kim, when you was with Pete Davidson, I wanted to be with Pete Davidson too. Y'all laugh about it. Ha 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 ha. Oh my God, that was what it was? Oh my God. Like, that's Kim to me. That's how she sounds to me in my head. Oh my God. Like, nigga, that's your first class ticket back to your children. Hey, dad is bisexual. Oh, okay. They're fluid. Listen, your kids don't care about your sexuality. They care about you. They love you. Your dad. Nigga, it's the fastest way in if you just live in your truth. Stop running from you. Okay, certain niggas gonna make fun of you like me. Sure, I'm doing it out of fun and jest. But, sure. But, nigga, you'll be free. It's not that bad. Okay? Good day.